This is a kitchen that I worked on in Marblehead, and for this particular client, she had hired me to really come in and do a color consultation using a brand of paint called Safecoat that had been out for quite a while, and select colors for her entire home. And so we worked on that, and then as we were doing that, her husband was transferred to England. So it sort of became a rush to let's at least complete the kitchen, and I think they're due back within the next 6 months, so hopefully we'll get to work on the rest of the house. But for right now, what they were able to do was, again, it was custom cabinetry for their cabinets. We were able to talk to the manufacturer about using a no VOC paint finish, which they had never used before. So now that's part of their standard product line that they offer to clients. The flooring was a marmoleum, which is a linoleum product. I got to pick a really soft blue that went with the yellow cabinets and did some banding work, and that was a lot of fun to do. And again, on a radiant heat floor. And the backsplash was a bit challenging because we found some reclaimed tumbled stone and used recycled metal and crushed glass as accent pieces. So it turned out very nice, and she was very happy with that. So what I thought I'd talk about and highlight more specifically are just some of the finishes moving throughout kitchen. It's focused a bit more on kitchen as opposed to bath, but all of these apply to both spaces. When you're looking for wall finishes for your space, the best things that I can recommend are no and low VOC painted finishes, clay or plaster, natural textile wall coverings, stucco finishes, and recycled glass mosaic tiles for backsplash purposes. And what I've tried to bullet for you on the following slides as well are manufacturers that I've worked with. All of the major paint manufacturers now are coming out with no and low VOC paints. So, if you find a color on a C2 line and you want it in a no VOC, you can go to Benjamin Moore, they'll match it, and you can get that. American clay is actually a beautiful earth plaster finish that can be applied to walls. And it's organic, and it's just a wealth of colors, a range from very pastels to very deep tones. Mod walls that I've highlighted, they specialize in recycled glass mosaic tiles, specifically for backsplashes. And Barkskin, the last one, is a wallpaper company that's come out. Beautiful fibers that it may not want to have in the functioning working area of your kitchen, but for the dining area or bedrooms, this is really quite beautiful. Some of the textured ones, but there's others that are more flat that you can easily wipe down with a damp cloth. We've all, become familiar with bamboo and cork for flooring. They are used in kitchen and bath applications. Reclaimed and antique wood is wonderful to be able to find working with contractors that can locate that for you. It's a wonderful way to reuse something. Post-consumer rubber, sustainable floor tiles and cement, recycled terrazzo stone and glass, natural linoleum, and recycled carpeting. And in the office that Matt and I share, we actually used the floor product is the recycled carpeting squares. They have fun patterns, and you will often see them in commercial applications, but you can make some nice area rugs in your own homes as well with them. And Terra Green, the last one, actually was the tile manufacturer used for the kitchen in Georgetown. And often you might think that there's limited colors and finishes available, but you'll see there's a wealth of colors, so you're not limited in any means. Cabinets and countertops. Cabinets have been the most difficult product for me to be able to find ready-made. You certainly can utilize your cabinet maker and carpenter to build using FSC certified lumber, which is great. But as far as ready-made or semi-custom cabinets available, it's still very limited. So the company's Young Furniture, Neil Kelly is out of California. They're a great company. Fiddlehead Designs is up in New Hampshire. And the problem then becomes distance and traveling. So I usually recommend, if it's within the budget, to go with custom, have somebody that's local build it for you. And as far as countertops, You can go with anything from soapstone, concrete, recycled glass and concrete, the compressed paper product that I spoke of, reclaimed. A lot of people are doing their islands and finding a beautiful piece of barn board or having that put together so that it can be used as a countertop material. Lighting, pretty much if it says Energy Star, energy efficient, it's going to be perfect for this application. And they're coming up with newer and more creative designs, I should say, as opposed to what came out initially when they started doing this. And it's just a matter of finding out what works best for your space and what features you like and you're looking for. And just, I thought this was somewhat good information. If you are utilizing an incandescent bulb in your existing fixture and you want to upgrade to a compact fluorescent, what you want to do is not look for watts, you want to look for lumens. So, the typical 60-watt bulb, you would be looking for less than 800 lumens to replace it. So that was just an interesting fact. And according to the Energy Star website, making your home more energy efficient with Energy Star can help reduce high energy bills, improve comfort, and help protect the environment. And all the manufacturers are producing Energy Star appliances at this point. It's a matter of preference, it's a matter of your budget, and really seeing what works best in your environment, in your space. And as far as sinks, faucets, low-flow shower heads, and dual-flush toilets, again, all of the major manufacturers have products that fit these applications. Native Trails produces the beautiful copper sink, the farmer sink that you see up there, and the double sinks in that vanity. They reuse copper, so it's a nice way. And Toto is a major manufacturer that is famous for their dual-flush toilets, which are great. Furnishings and fabrics have been the most difficult things for me to find actually within the guidelines that I'm trying to use as far as green materials. So more and more furniture lines are coming out. There are more independent and young furniture designers that are really trying to stick with their belief. The bottom company, Q Collection, has beautiful, I think the center table is from them. So not only do they have beautiful furniture, but they also have a wonderful fabric line. But it's really, kind of doing a Google search and looking for the product that you like, both style-wise, and then having it meet your green criteria. Fabrics, most people, obviously you think of cotton and hemp, linen, wools, but they're not just plain and neutral colors. There's some vibrant colors through the dyes that they're able to use to make some really beautiful fabrics that are usable both in a kitchen setting or in a dining room or a living room, and then following through into linens as well for the bedroom. Finishing touches for me, usually with clients, is doing window treatments. What's nice is there are manufacturers now that are producing hand-woven materials, natural shades with twigs and all sorts of really interesting things that aren't the old-fashioned shades, roller shades that rolled up into these giant balls. They're designed in a Roman-style fashion so that it folds up neatly and nicely, and it adds texture to the space. And then again, you can also use fabrics and create some nice shades with those or drapery materials. The example down here in the bottom corner is what I did up in Essex, where we actually made quilted fabric shades, and they're on a track that's on the side of the windows. And you can see they're in the down position, which I recommend in the winter months, and then in the summer, they usually pull them up. But they're lined, so if their windows are not R-rated, at least the fabric is offering some protection for them at this point. This is a listing of some of the resources that I've mentioned before. Most of what I've found, if a representative is not local to the area or doesn't have a showroom, I'll find it online, talk to the people, and just gain knowledge and get samples so that I feel comfortable specifying it for a client.